Gigabyte Z690 motherboard lineup leaks out Aorus lineup in DDR5 and DDR4 flavors for older Lake CPUs.
Look at that motherboard.
Today's video is brought to you by us in support of YouTube Premium. Premium removes ads from YouTube, allows background play on mobile devices, allows for easy downloads for offline watching, and provides YouTube Music Premium. More details after the video.
That's a full coverage water block with custom liquid cooling.
Look at that.
That looks expensive.
That does look like a few.
27 Z boards.
Yep.
Just from Gigabyte.
Yep. And they're listed down below. So you got the Aorus Extreme, WB, Extreme, Master, Tachyon, Elite, Elite, Stealth, Pro, Ultra, Elite AX, Ultra, Aero G, Gaming X, UD, DS3H, AX, AC, Aorus Elite DDR4, A Elite DDR4, Aorus Pro DDR4, A Elite AX DDR4, A Elite AX DDR4, A
They
Ultra
get the point,
DDR4.
honey. That's...
I only have 4 more to do. Aero G, Gaming X, UD, AX DDR4. Oh, that would be hilarious to make a song out of that.
And this does not even include the B or H boards.
You get a motherboard, and you get a motherboard, and you get a motherboard. This is where we do the, but why?
There are too many models of boards. This creates confusion among consumers. Confused consumers do not buy. Why would you buy a Z
Elite AX
M board?
There's 3 M boards in there.
And there's a couple of I boards in there too.
Oh, there is a couple of I boards. The Ultra.
Ian would like the I boards. He doesn't have a lot of room in London, so he'd like something small. We're in Texas. For those of you who don't know, we're in Texas. We have plenty of room. We don't need small cases.
Gonna test them all? Oh, good God. Could you imagine mounting all of them?
Most of these boards are basically the same board with very, very, very minor feature differences. What do you guys really think is the difference between an Aero G and an Aero D, and for that matter, even a Gaming X? These are not that different. The Z590 Aorus Elite and the Z590 Aorus Elite AX, that's probably Wi-Fi. And of course, there's DDR4 versions. Now, what will be worth testing is there a performance difference between DDR4 and DDR5? I'll bet there won't be at first. There really wasn't between DDR4 and DDR3 back when Skylake launched, but there was within a couple of years. In other words, it made a difference eventually, but I think a lot of people forget when DDR4 launched with Skylake in 2015. Are you enjoying chat over there? It's okay.
They're hilarious.
They are hilarious.
Well, Ian said the Aero G versus Aero D will be 2.5 gigs versus 1 gig.
That's a stupid difference. You don't make 2 different motherboard models for that.
Or something.
Yeah, I believe it. Anyway, back to 2015. Skylake launched the 6th gen i7 6700K, and you could get them in either DDR3 flavors or DDR4 flavors. And the DDR3 was often less expensive and had tighter timings. Fun fact. The typical top-end range of DDR3, I'm sure there was faster, but DDR3 2400 was a thing towards the end of DDR3. But if you look at the CL ratings and the timings of the RAM, DDR3 2400 has tighter timings than DDR4 2400 does. And when Skylake first launched, DDR4 2400 was common. 3200 was not all that common. Today, 3200 is considered pedestrian and low end, but it wasn't 6 years ago. And so, you know, our channel was brand new in 2016. I didn't run the tests at the time. Was there a big difference between DDR3 and DDR4 on Skylake? Memory tells me no. I have not looked at the benchmarks recently. I know other people did it back then.
Oh, here we go. Ian's got DDR4 versus DDR3 benchmarks if you want to have a look. Thanks, Ian.
Well, okay then. I have to wait for my chat to catch up. Because if I don't have the window active, YouTube doesn't actually update the chat.
Oh, that's interesting.
If you guys want to see chat scrolling, it doesn't. It's catching up. Not enough PCI Express lanes. Come on, catch up. Catch up.
Just thinking about it. Oh, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nearly. Oh, there you go.
Hey, look what they did. DDR4 versus DDR3 testing.
Hey, look at that person.
Hey, it's Tech Potato Head.
Little did he know he would be ending up here 5 years
He had no idea.
Welcome.
Notice that since DDR2, the true latency hasn't actually changed. Really, even since DDR.
Oh,
It's, I mean, a little bit, but not much.
not like, I mean, 24 to 15, that's a good 10E.
How many inches do you think there are between the CPU and the RAM slots?
Inches?
Yeah,
The CPU and the RAM slots?
on the motherboard.
Inches.
There's about 3 inches if you go direct, but the traces don't go direct.
No,
they go from the pads and they go around the sides. There's probably 6 inches of traces. How long does it take electrons in copper wires to transit 6 inches?
Oh,
About that. It's actually a little less than that. I mean, there has to be some overhead for error correction and, to have some buffer, but the RAM is physically too far from the CPU. It's not here unless it's somewhere else in here, but I actually remember seeing... Ian, did you actually test 1600? Seriously? Where's your DDR3 2400? My Haswell machines had 2400 on them. They still do.
DDR3, DDR4. There. Oh, no, that's 2133. What's the Dolphin Benchmark?
That is a Nintendo 64 emulator.
6700K DDR. Oh, that's
Oh, yeah, that's such a huge difference. We should definitely spend twice the money on DDR4.
single thread.
It doesn't make any difference.
It's WinRAR.
But is this really with 1600 or with 1833? Where's your 2400, dude? Anyway.
Keep going. You know I tested JDAC.
Oh.
Go on.
Go on.
Keep scrolling. He'll scroll. He'll find it.
There's too much in these pages.
Wow.
You know,
How do you keep all that straight?
he really should just make YouTube videos.
I wonder how many videos he could make out of all that information.
Seriously?
Sandy to Ivy, Ivy to Haswell, Haswell to Broadwell, Broadwell to Skylake DDR3, and Broadwell to Skylake DDR4. IPC, ooh, happy to see you. Ivy to Haswell. The red one's impressive.
Yeah, that's why I replaced my Sandy with a Haswell, because there really was a difference. Because the green bar is, I mean, just taking...
I mean, that's like glaringly obvious.
although it's less than others, but the red bar was going from 3rd gen to 4th gen. Do you remember I had a Sandy Bridge?
Yeah,
and then I replaced it with a Haswell. That was the jump worth making.
He says launch day is always JEDEC testing and gaming tests are on the next page.
Man, anyway. So, I don't expect DDR5 to make any difference at launch because the timings and the speeds and the price and availability. 2 or 3 years from now, that'll be completely different. Because, I mean, after all, DDR4 3600 is cheap now, whereas could you even buy 3600 in 2016? Would it even run on any of the boards? I don't know or remember, but yeah. Anyway. Do you have anything else to add about... That's kind of pretty. Do you have anything else to add about these motherboards?
They shouldn't be making so many. I mean, that's just Gigabyte, let alone MSI and ASRock and Corsair. I mean...
I agree with you.
It's too many.
We'll get the super chats.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. YouTube Premium is, to put it simply, awesome. We have been paying customers since the day it launched as YouTube Red a few years ago, and we haven't seen an ad on YouTube since. We get it, no one actually likes ads, but we also do love to watch our favorite content. However, it's not reasonable to directly support every creator directly either, and you know all about that because you watch a lot of creators. Enter YouTube Premium, the one-stop shop for supporting everyone with a single low monthly payment. The way it works is pretty simple. You sign up and then the majority of your monthly payment goes to the creator you watch, divided by your watch time. Watch one creator more than another, they get a larger cut. The benefits don't stop there. You can listen to the audio of videos on mobile devices while having the screen blanked out. You can download videos for offline viewing, and you get a YouTube Music Premium sub to allow for interruption-free music listening. The price varies by country. It starts at $11.99 a month in the US, and there is also a family plan for $8 a month more that allows up to 6 people to share a single membership in your household. If you're outside the US, check your local prices using our link in the video description below.